You take great pride in the road expansion project that was done. Many people also see it that way.
Yeah.
But from the other side, you also have a counter argument which says that this is one of the reasons that cities around the world fall in the trap of air pollution, because what it does is continues to accommodate the city for more vehicles.
Right.
And in fact, now you've spoken in some length about dust pollution, which is based around the infrastructure projects. A lot of the more dangerous and harmful pollution in the city is the PM 2.5 and PM 10, which is from vehicle emissions and other industrial pollution. But on vehicle emissions, the road expansion project actually, not just in Kathmandu, around the world, projects like these are criticized because it is in fact considered the wrong path of development for cities. What it does is it enables more vehicles on the streets. What are your reflections on that?
That's a good question. Being a city planner myself, I understand these issues. But let me make myself clear to the young people of this country that in every infrastructure there is a standard, minimum standard. Even in the road also, there is a standard how wide should be a road. There is a single lane road, double lane road, 4 lane, 6 lane, 8 lane, 10 lane also. In our building bylaws of city building bylaws of Kathmandu Valley, we have a provision for 4 meter, 6 meter, 8 meter, 14 meter, 20 meter, 50 meter and 62 meter. These are the different standards, okay? And these standards have been set out in our plan also. So the road widening works which we started 4 years ago is not to widen the right of way. We are not widening 20 meter road, proposed 20 meter road to 15. It's not like that. We like to create 20 meter only. Although from a visual point of view, we widen the existing road, but in reality or technically, we created or we developed the road as per the standard only.
But
So
if we created these roads by standards,
Yeah.
how come the standards of sidewalks, or the right of way for pedestrians seems to have been encroached on
Yeah.
for the right of way of vehicles? Now you're saying you didn't expand the
Yeah.
road for the right of way of
Yeah.
vehicles,
Yeah.
but having said that, the roads that exist in Kathmandu today are more friendly for vehicles than it is for pedestrians.
Yes. Yes.
There are sidewalks that literally disappear into walls.
right.
So how come things like BRT or bike lanes or something as basic standard as sidewalks for pedestrians were not maintained in this road expansion project, which you say was based on standards?
Yeah. Let me give some information. We have created around 150 kilometers of new sidewalks, which did not exist before that. Okay. We have created around 4 kilometers of cycle track during the road expansion of the cycle track from Maitigar to Tinkuni area. So, but unfortunately, in some of the roads, we could not create the sidewalk as per the standard due to some conflicting situation. Because I feel very sorry to say that our citizens also, they are very happy when we just widen the carriageway, okay? The minimum standard of the carriageway as per the road standard is 3.5 meter. 3.5 meter is almost 11 feet, okay? Or more than 11 feet. For a truck, a Tata truck, it is only 7 feet, 2.1 meter. Even in a 3 meter carriageway, the truck can pass. So they are very happy when we created a double lane in the road. But when we took stand that the footpath or the sidewalk should be at least 2 meter, there was a lot of resistance from the shopkeepers, from the residents, the adjoining properties. So because we could not fight with the locals, because we have to go forward with the support of the locals, we have done some compromise. But I am pretty sure that in one day, the shopkeepers and the residents of the residents who are on the by the side of the road, they will realize that their business will suit up if they have a wider footpath, not a wider road.
But
So
why didn't something like the urban ministry or the road departments, which have executive authority to do this project, why didn't they go ahead? Because buildings were demolished for the expansion of the 3.5 meter lane for the carriageway.
Yeah.
So buildings were demolished, shops were moved, houses were moved for the carriageway, but it was not possible for the sidewalks.
Yes, this is the point. This is a very interesting point, because personally I am a side walker. Okay, personally I am a side walker. Although I had a government vehicle when I was a secretary, but I enjoy walking on the street. And from my experience of urban planning, I feel that the wider the sidewalks, better the living condition. Okay, but I could not convince even some politicians and the people. And due to the shortage of time, I could not give more time and energy for this public persuasion, because we had to meet the deadline, of the road expansion. So, but still, I am very happy that we have created so much sidewalks. Although at least people feel some kind of refuge from the speeding vehicles. But when I get elected to the post of mayor, my first task will be to widen the sidewalk of Kathmandu so that at least it is 2 meter width, and if it is possible also, we can squeeze the carriageway. It doesn't make any difference to the vehicles. The vehicles can pass easily, but the pedestrians, including senior citizens, the children, the people with disability, they will feel some kind of relief. That will be my mission.
And you'll be able to negotiate with the same people.
Yes,
as
because
mayor.
I'll give example. In one location in Kalimati, before the road expansion, the rent of the shop was only 5,000 per month. After the expansion, the same person, same guy, got 15,000 per month as a rent. That was the benefit he got from the road expansion. Although he had some inconvenience for a couple of months for that, he was very, very arrogant. But once he got 15,000 per month as a rent, he's so happy. He is my friend now. We used to fight together, but he's now a friend because he is benefited by the road expansion. That message has to be conveyed to other parts of the city also.
And so back to your pollution again. So how do you, if you become the mayor, or as your plan for a would-be mayor, how are you looking to tackle the crisis of PM 2.5 and PM 10?
So number one is paving all the streets of Kathmandu, all the in the new streets. I am not talking about the old, the historic part of the city. In the historic part of the city, we have to go for either brick paving or stone paving to make it more architectural and more heritage. Okay, and once we do that, that will minimize the dust. Okay, and next step will be the daily street cleaning. This conventional way of street sweeping by municipal workers, it is outdated. We like to create a smart city, smart community. For that, what we have to do, we have to manage our solid waste at the source, that means at our household level, and at the city level also. And this street cleaning has to be done by mechanically.
But this is still dealing with dust and physical pollutants.
Yeah.
What about the particulate matters that are from vehicle emissions, from petrol, from diesel, the PM 2.5 and 10?
Yes, actually in a city like Kathmandu, when we have a very, very encouraging improvement in our power situation, everybody is so much relieved with this reduction in the load shedding hours. So we should go for electric vehicles. This Sajha Tempo, this is the icon of Kathmandu. Like the jeepneys in Manila. Have you been to Manila?
No.
So if you go to Manila, you will see a lot of thousands or hundreds of thousands of jeepneys, and that is the character of Manila city. Not the metro or not the buses, the jeepneys. Okay, that is. And once during one of my visits, the mayor of Manila presented a small icon of that jeepney to me. So Sajha Tempo is similar to jeepney in Manila. This Sajha Tempo has become a heritage, a modern heritage of Kathmandu city. So this Sajha Tempo has to be promoted.